What's going on, you guys? Today we're gonna have a different video than my last ones. Today we're going to Japan Village. I feel like I'll show you around. Now normally I'd walk to the train, but considering the fact that I live right in front of a bus stop just makes things a lot easier. So I decided to wait inside my building only because today's a weekend and waiting for the bus right now would be a pain in the ass. I've been waiting outside for almost, like 15 minutes and still no bus. And I really don't want to take a train. And it's finally here. So I'm finally off the bus and now I'm making my way to Japan Village. Best thing about being in 3rd Avenue is the fact that I have a Costco right here. And along those lines over there, I have a Starbucks, a Petco, and I don't know what the other one is. Here we are at Japan Village, so now I'm gonna show you what's inside. There's a bunch of food, anime shops. It's all around everything, so I'm just gonna show you what there is. Right now I'm grabbing me a basket because I want to check to see what kind of goodies they got. Bunch of sauces. Got your vinegar. More soy sauce. Hondashi? Hondashi. Okay. You know you gotta have your seaweed whenever you eat some rice. Make some onigiris. Alright, so I won't lie to you, I am a big fan of everything that the store has to offer, and I want everything here. So I rarely get ramen here, but when I do, I always get the Sapporo or the Tonkatsu ramen because those are one of my favorites, and that's exactly what I get when I go to one of my favorite spots in Bay Ridge. Guys, one of the best ice creams there are. This is the best flavor in my opinion. Over here we have a bunch of snacks and whatnot. And normally I always come to this section because there's one particular bag of chips that I do enjoy. And look what we got. Boom! Asian style chips, umami salt. It slaps. Here we got a bunch of different snacks. Normally I don't overindulge since I'm trying to go on a diet, but these look really, really good. Alright, so enough of the food court. Now I'm gonna head over to see the other spots in Japan Village. Over here we got anime pins, shirts.
There's $7 each week for 20. Okay.
So I want to take you guys to the Bandai store because every time I come here, it's never open. So hopefully I can try my luck and it's open today. Okay, mommy has an idea. What? Look at these figures. I definitely got to step up my collection. All I have right now is a bunch of One Piece merch, and I really got to get other stuff. Oh, look at Evangelion. Please don't kill me if I butchered the name. Here we have Book Off. This is exactly where I wanted to be because they do have some retro consoles and video games, and most importantly, they have a bunch of figures that I don't have and I really, really want. Come on now, look at these Dragon Ball figures. Like, they're cool. Goku, Broly, Vegeta. Oh, I'm really loving that Videl. That Gogeta though, and Turles? Come on. And now this is what I'm talking about. One Piece. Now, when it comes to One Piece figures, I do like the figures that move instead of them being just statues. And right here, Crocodile. Favorite character. Favorite bad guy, actually. Anti-hero. Favorite pirate. Here we got a bunch of little mini figures that you can put together or they come fully assembled. But like, it's one giant goodie bag of things you can get that you want. Alright, so when I worked for Comic-Con, I did work in an area that specialized in gachas. So I used to work for Godzilla gachas. And honestly, checking here, they actually have some pretty dope figures. And I want them. But unfortunately, I'm not going to get any right now because I'm tight on money. So normally we got to cut through here to get to the Bandai store. But in this store, there's a bunch of stationeries, cups, your everyday house products. And it's not so bad. Like chopsticks, hats, sandals, bath mats, everything. Alright, I found it and the Bandai store is open, so I'm in luck. Now I can't wait to see what they got. First of all, look at that. A whole Gachapon section. And this brings back hella memories. Alright, so I'm a big fan of the big, like, Pokemon Builder figures. And I think I might get another one. So my only problem is figuring out which one do I want. judge it.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging you. So here they have all the One Piece figures. Well, not all of them, but they do have a bunch of One Piece figures, Dragon Ball figures, and look at this Nico Robin. Here they got some Mario merch. That actually look pretty cool. Compared to the Nintendo store, these are actually pretty dope. Alright, I won't lie to you, I really fucks with Tamagotchi. Because, I don't know, it just brings back memories. I'm a 90s baby, so when I was old enough to know what the hell these were, I just wanted one. But never had one because my sister would hog it all. But I do have this one right here. And I'm looking to get another one. Don't know which one I want though. And so here we are at the arcade section, and look at that. Doesn't it look dope? Over here we got a bunch of people just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or One Piece or Dragon Ball. And honestly I would love to learn, but I ain't got the time. So I had a little slice of Japan Village, and now I'm gonna probably head home, or I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit more, see what else I can do. Alright, so I left Japan Village, and now I'm gonna walk a little bit just so that way I can get to the bus stop. But over here they created a rock climbing area, so that way I guess if you want to do some family fun you can, or just go solo and climb some make-believe rocks. So I'm finally back in Bay Ridge. It definitely took a while to get here, but now I'm walking my pup. And then after that, what I'm going to do is probably head home, maybe record some more or edit the video, but it all depends on how today is looking. Even though it's such a beautiful day, I really got nothing scheduled for the rest of it. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe as it helps my channel grow. And please throw out some recommendations if you have anything. I'll definitely see if I can cater to a bunch of things. If not, I'll put it all in a list. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to put it down in the comment section. I'll make sure to answer them.